All right, we're here, guys. Checkerspot Brewing Company. They're doing the photo shoot for the Beer Babes calendar for this year. It's for a great cause. They got some awesome beer on tap. We're going to talk to Judy about that. We're going to sit and hang out a little bit with her. And there's a laundry list of some of the greatest women in beer in the state. I'm excited. Hi guys, so we're here at Checkerspot Brewing Company in lovely Sobo, South Baltimore. Judy Neff's with us today. Josh couldn't make it. I think he's on the toilet right now. So today's a really special day though. Judy, amongst all of her 1,000 other hats of being a proprietor, owner, business operator, one of the great women-owned, operated. She's a head brewer also, which makes her the head janitor as well. She wears another hat since 2012, the Baltimore Beer Babes. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Because today's a really cool day for the 2021 Baltimore Beer Babes calendar photo shoot.
Yeah, so we started Baltimore Beer Babes back in 2012. Craft beer scene was a little bit different back then. People were definitely starting to get more into it, but our goal was to get more women involved in the craft beer appreciation. So
absolutely.
We did a lot of education, tastings, focusing on different things. Like one would be all about yeast and tasting beers that just had different yeast strains during fermentation, about hops, what adding hops at different point of the boil does.
So it's not even, it's not just a group of beer appreciation, it's actually a learning thing.
Yeah.
It's to become better brewers and better.
So it's sort of half education and then half camaraderie.
Love it.
Most women are not home brewers, so most women are craft beer appreciators.
Yep.
But sort of the idea stemmed from, we wanted a guy and a girl to walk into Max's tap house together, and the guy to turn to the girl and say, what do I want? What do I like?
What do I need?
To say, you like a triple, or
Yeah.
So that was sort of the end goal, which I feel like is what is happening nowadays.
Agreed. Yeah, 100%.
When you go to tap rooms and you go to beer bars, you see tons of women who really know what they're talking about, who tell the person, guy or girl next to them, what different beers are, what they would like, that type of thing. So it's really cool to see that now. I don't think we can take sole credit for that. But.
You can take a lot of credit, though. I promise you, take a lot of credit, because you guys have been working so hard to make it a thing, and it's really caught on.
Yeah,
that's so good.
Yeah, so it's cool today. The calendar shoot. I don't normally look like this.
Me either.
This is a little special.
Yeah. We're both super done up right now. I don't know if you could tell.
Super done up. Yeah. I love your hair. So Alice Kistner from Mahaffey's. So she's a woman owner of Mahaffey's, which is a big beer bar in Canton. They've been around for a long time. Always have a great selection of always changing beers. So she was the Kickstarter for this calendar shoot. So this is year 3, so the third shoot that we're doing. And all the money raised, so everybody volunteers their time. So I know the women involved in beer who show up to be models, the hair, makeup, photographer, everybody is everybody donates their time. So almost 100% of the proceeds, a little bit towards printing, but almost 100% of the proceeds goes towards Kennedy Krieger, the autism section.
And last year it was just over well over $6,000.
Yeah, so she was saying the 2 years she's well over $12,000 raised. So she's
amazing. Yeah.
She's really taken this under. She does a lot of work to make this happen.
So guys, a link down in the description below. You can see where to find the calendars, where to place your orders, where to get. Can you get calendars from previous years and still support?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll put it all in the description below. Please click it. It's for a great cause from a bunch of great people. You want to get into some of these beers? So we have 5 beer. I'm sipping on Butterfly Kisses. What are you sipping on?
Daydream.
And we have
So we have the Saison de Fleur. This one has sumac in it. This is the Daydream. So we always have sort of one pale lager type beer on. So it's our Baltimore lager. This one is Keeper Stout. So it's a play off an oyster stout, but brewed with crab shells.
Okay.
So it's our crab stout.
I got to ask you about that one.
Yeah. This one is Juniperus, our sort of flagship IPA. This happens to be my favorite beer in the whole wide world.
Chris, you had that one earlier, didn't you? Yeah. He's smiling.
Yeah. Very modest about this beer. And then this is our Bear, which is an Imperial Porter named after one of our resident dogs that is a regular here. And this one's actually super special. It's been barrel aged. So
was that Heaven Hill?
It was in Elijah Craig.
Elijah Craig, that's I'm sorry, yeah. Elijah Craig.
And we get our barrels from Barclays down the street on Ford Avenue. So
I'm excited about that.
They go through so much whiskey and bourbon, especially, that they go to distilleries and they sort of pick out their own barrels. So they get their own signature barrels bottled just for them. That they get the whole allotment, and then they get the barrel.
Or whatever, and then they kill it and then hand it to you to put a beer in.
Yep. And so we get to put beers in it. Then they'll get a sixtel of it.
Yeah.
It's like the only place that gets a sixtel of it, and then we use the barrel a couple times, and then give it back to them, and they make furniture. And
perfect. Yeah, so I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
No waste. All right, so we want to start left to right, or
okay? We'll go lighter, sort of lighter to darker, stronger.
All right, you taste first.
So the Saison. This is this may be my favorite Saison of the group yet. So it's Saison de Fleur. So we add different flowers each time. So it started off in my basement. It was always rose. So it's rose hips and rose petals. Again, very subtle, but like really complements the Saison style.
Kind of rounds it out. So
we've done chamomile, which we really like that a lot. Elderflower. And then now sumac. So the sumac has this almost slight lemony tea type flavor that I think goes really well with the Saison. And sort of a little bit about the Saison. As you guys well know, Saison, it's all yeast. It's all about the yeast.
Yeah. What temperature do you ferment that?
So
95, some craziness?
We cap it at 85.
85, okay.
So it rocks at 85 for a while. And that I find that you get really a lot more complex flavors doing that way, and it really dries it out. So before we opened, we did a bunch of sort of homebrew batches and made the same Saison, and we did about 6 different yeasts.
Wow.
And then tasted them side by side. And this yeast, so it's from Omega.
Okay.
The Omega Saison 2 yeast, and it hands down was my absolute favorite. Finished dry, didn't have to do any weird thing to it, because when you're just doing it at home, it's not temperature controlled, so everything rises to whatever temperature it rises to.
998.
But you didn't have to worry about any weird handling. It does its own thing, and it gives these sort of nice, complex flavors just without being sweet and finishing really, really dry. So to me, it really stood out.
No, it just.
We had a little bit of rye to get that
just
little
bit of
black pepper
spiciness.
spice.
But it really just jumps off of your tongue and says, "Have me again. Have another sip." Yeah. It's perfect. Absolutely.
Like a cloying sweet Saison is the worst.
No, that's actually super, super good. I'm gonna drink it again.
Yeah, but the rose was always my favorite, and the jury's still out, but the Saison, I don't know if it's tied or has eclipsed the rose. You will definitely see the sumac again. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
This will be coming back.
Yeah, if you don't bring it back, you're doing it wrong. That's super good. All right, so what's number 2?
So it's what I'm drinking a big one of. When I'm drinking a lot of beer, I got to stay in the 5% range.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
We have a lot of beers in the 5% range.
Yeah.
So this is Daydream. So it's a cream ale. So it's a hybrid ale lager fermentation that we ferment cooler. So we keep it at 60 degrees. Okay. But then we also lager it for 4 weeks.
Almost Kolschish.
Yeah. So then we continue to lager it. So we sort of called it the Baltimore lager. It's a little bit darker than our Pilsner. So our Pilsner is just Pilsner malt. It's a little bit lighter, and that's sort of what we tend to have spring through fall.
Okay.
And then in the winter, now we're sort of having the Daydream. It's a little bit richer.
Okay.
Again, still clean, easy drinking,
super crushable.
dry, but just got a little bit more complexity going on.
A little bit more winter body.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, love that one.
That is just,
when you want a lot of beers.
I would go to Josh's swimming pool and drink 47 of those, and you would drive me home, Chris.
Only 5%.
Yeah. So is this on Nitro?
Yes.
That one? Okay.
So the Keeper Stout. So Keeper is obviously based off the crabs that are big enough for the keepers.
Yep. Yeah, what's it, a beer can height or not? Yeah.
So it is it's a milk stout. So really low alcohol, so it's under 5%. But drinks like a much sort of fuller bodied beer.
Oh yeah, that's
in that way.
Way bigger,
yeah.
way bigger than 5%.
So it's a way to have sort of a low alcohol option when you wanted to drink something a little bit richer.
A lot of lactose in it, or is that kind of what's filling it up?
Yeah,
nice.
So some lactose in it. So it does have, if you're allergic to shellfish and lactose, like don't drink this one.
Yeah, put this one away. Yeah.
We do have a little like a warning. Allergy warning.
You just have an EpiPen hanging on the wall somewhere, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it does contain crab shells. So we get the crab shells from J.M. Clayton's, which is really cool about them. They are 5th generation, family run, old school crab processing place over in Cambridge, right on the water.
Yep.
Super cool. I've been dealing with them. Actually how we met them, where I drove up, wandered around and found someone who worked there who happened to be the owner.
Hey, we did that today.
Yeah. And, asked him if I could get crab shells from him, and he looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, sure.
Yeah.
So ended up getting crab shells. We get crab shells from them each summer, and then freeze them to be able to use.
And so, as a brewer to brewer, you don't have to tell me. We can edit this part out. But how did you use the shells? Did you...
So we put them in a bag and we put them in the boil.
Okay, so towards the end of the boil?
So you obviously want to be boiling the crap out of these.
Yeah,
it's still crab shells. And you really get that crab aroma when you're first boiling. I mean, you really sort of want to boil that off. So we're not looking for this to taste like eating a crab.
Yeah, right.
There's no Old Bay in it, so it's not crab stuff like that.
There's no spiciness, no saltiness.
Yeah, it's just to get that little minerality, the salinity, sort of just really inspired by oyster stouts.
Yeah,
I love oyster stouts.
Yeah.
That they just have that little extra something.
Kick of
something to them. And so then why not do it with crab shells? Their shells are.
So how many shells per barrel? Any idea?
So we do about 50 pounds for a 15 barrel batch.
Okay.
So yeah, it's fun. It smells.
Awesome.
It smells amazing. And then that ferments out. And
try the beer because so they're like the calcium-y, crispy shelliness of the oyster shells or the crab shells really works so good with the soft milk stout. So you got the rounded body of like a lactose-y milk stout, but you still get that sharp snap of like a crispy boy, and it's because of the shells boiling, the calcium carbonate from the crab shells. It's really cool. It's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't taste sweet. It just tastes full body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that a lot. Chris, this is your favorite.
My favorite.
Judy's favorite.
So this one I've been brewing for a long time. I brewed it for a long time at home.
Got the aroma. The aroma is where it's at.
Really just worked on sort of perfecting it, because home brewing, I really never made the same beer once. It was always, let's try this different yeast, let's try this new hop, let's try this.
Let's see what happens if we do this and do that.
So I never wanted to do, I never did anything the same way, like consecutively. Every once in a while I did. There are a couple beers.
Like 6 months later you go, that was good, let's do that tomorrow.
But this one I would sort of tweak every time and do little things. What really changed this, or what made it went from good to great for me, So I was messing around with different yeasts, so trying all sorts of different yeasts. It was flat. And then ended up trying the Omega Hothead yeast. And honestly, it was because of the name. It just sounded cool. I was like, why not try? Sounds fun. It was a new yeast, like why not? So I took split it and took 5 gallons and threw the Hothead yeast in it, and it was like, that's what I'm looking for. So it makes everything much juicier. So it makes the hop sort of, it just makes everything more full flavored. So it's almost like a little bit of a fruitiness, but not in a sweet way. It's something about it that just really accentuates the hops. I mean, we massively hop this beer, obviously. It's not surprising. But some early addition to get some bitterness. So whereas with the Butterfly Kisses, any of our New England styles, we only do the late addition hopping, so it's not bitter at all. This one does have a little bit, 60 and 20 minutes. And then at the start of the whirlpool, before we bring it down to 185.
Before you cool it,
So, but then we do,
because it still has a little bit of that.
So there's still a little bit of bitterness. So it's almost like where a West Coast IPA has evolved to now, where it's that West Coast, East Coast come together.
Like that hybrid,
Because I love the late edition juicy, like bombs in your mouth.
Juice.
But I also like there to be a little bit of the bitterness to balance it. It's Mosaic Idaho 7 hops and a little bit of the experimental Hopsteiner hop that we use in our stomping ground.
Nice.
But really highlighting, I love Idaho 7.
So do I,
Don't everybody buy them all.
Let us buy them. You guys don't listen to that part.
I want to buy them. But we did start contracting this year, so
good.
We
Good
contract for Idaho 7 and Mosaic.
Nice. So now we're on to the one that excites me a little bit. Not that these were bad.
No,
cut that part out. No, everything's been freaking fantastic. But this is a little bit extra special.
Editing nothing.
This one's very special. Very, very special. So it's an Imperial Porter, 10%. So we always like to have one beer on that's over 10%. So it sort of fits in, try to have a range of everything here. We have light, malty, high alcohol, Belgian, sour, hoppy. I want to drink a range of different beers.
I don't want anybody to have a chance to have something good.
And everybody likes different things,
That's good, right?
But so this was the sort of winter high alcohol beer, so 10% bear. So bear comes in with Daryl, who's one of our regular customers.
He's not here now.
He's not here right now, but he will be here later.
All right, good. If we linger, maybe we'll get him.
And bear is just adorable. So big, Great Pyrenees, and just sort of wanders around.
Just owns the place.
Great with kids. Kids can play with them. Great with regular adults. Great with adults who want to roll around on the ground with him. He is so patient. Loves other dogs. Sort of just a fixture in here, like a big bear.
I see the picture on the board.
And that's, So that's a very regal looking bear.
That's awesome.
So that's sort of. We figured he needed a beer named after him.
Yeah, he earned it. He deserves it.
And a big beer.
It's got to be a big. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. So what else do we want to talk about? So we went through these. Do you want to touch on something else that's on the menu now, or so how many taps do you guys have?
So we have 13 beers on tap.
Okay.
So again, like I was saying, the idea is to have something for everyone. So we always have a sour beer that has some fruit in it. So our sour beer we dedicate to being 100% local ingredients. So we get our malts, so our wheat from Dark Cloud Malt House in Maryland. And then the barley malt from Chesapeake Malting.
Okay.
So that makes up the malt bill. And then the hops, we use all local hops. So we get our hops from Blazes, Folly, and Bullfrog Farms, as well as Black Locust. So, and then we get the lactic acid bacteria, so our lacto from Jasper yeast and Virginia, so just Northern Virginia.
Okay.
So we might be there.
Nice,
and then we do all our fruit is juiced in-house. So we get a lot of fruit from different farms around the area. We do a lot from Boggers, and then some smaller ones from different farms around here. So we always like to have some pawpaws. So one of not this next one, but soon we'll have a pawpaw sour. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
Tell people what pawpaw is.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, that's a super local thing.
They
Yeah,
call it like a Maryland mango.
Yep.
So it's sort of about the size of a smaller mango.
Like a cutie orange almost.
Yeah, like a little mango.
Yep.
Very thin skin like the mango, but it doesn't. It's sweeter, so it doesn't have that like acidic bite that a mango has. So it's got some tropically flavors, but it's almost more like a banana type finish. So it's, it's in between a mango and a banana.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, but it tastes like a tropical fruit. So if somebody gave it to you, you wouldn't think it came from Maryland. It definitely tastes like some sort of tropical something.
That's going to go so well in that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm excited for that one. That's going to be good. So anything else you want to touch on for this one?
I guess the only, if people don't know where our name comes from, because they can throw people off sometimes. There's Checkerspot.
Checkerspot. Hey guys, come to Checkerspot Brewery.
Or Checkerpoint. So the Baltimore Checkerspot is the Maryland State Butterfly. So it makes our logo make more sense. It's our bearderfly. So it's sort of, we went with that. It's sort of our commitment to being local, as well as sort of our commitment to sort of nature in a broad term, that sort of without great ingredients you can't have good beer. So you need the farms to make the great ingredients to make the good beer. It doesn't just happen. So it's sort of this like meeting of industry and nature together. It's been really cool. And then the only other thing I guess that we do that not everywhere does is all of our beers are treated to reduce gluten below detectable limits.
Yeah, so look in the description below. We're going to talk about that in Pillow Talk, which is a new segment of ours, but we're going to get it deep into that over there. But you can touch on it now, for sure. Please.
No, you got to wait and watch Pillow Talk.
Oh, love it. All right, you guys. So cheers from Checkerspot. The Baltimore Beer Babes are doing amazing things. Check out the description below. Don't forget. Chris, you're okay, like always. Judy, you are an absolute rock star. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys for
We love
coming.
you guys.
Yeah.
Link the click the subscribe, ring the bell, comment below, do the stuff.
And can we give a shout out to Amethyst for making all this happen?
Always, yeah.
So Amethyst, who is one of our superstars here at Checkerspot since day one, she knows what's going on in the beer world, and
so
she knows you guys.
Judy and I are both brewers, so we're chained in these rooms. Amethyst is the Josh that goes out and just makes sure the world knows of the cool stuff Judy's doing.
Exactly.
Much prettier than Josh.
And way prettier than Josh. We're going to get an upgrade one day, I promise. Yeah.
Way prettier than Josh, I like it.
Cheers, you guys. Thank you. We love you.